What's going on? What's going on?
Entertain the Geeky.
Well, hello. We are here at Altered State Comics with two beautiful gentlemen here.
Oh, beautiful.
What?
It's beautiful.
It's
These
us.
beautiful
Well, I mean,
gentlemen.
you guys are so punk rock and so sexy, you know?
Oh,
so
man.
punk rock.
After that podcast where you talked about us, I'm getting really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome.
This was all a setup to ask me out, I feel like.
It's all ruse.
Hashtag me too.
How about a date?
I don't think that like happens in comic shops ever where somebody's like, I felt uncomfortable because somebody hit on me.
No,
it's never happened in this
No,
store.
that's never happened. No.
It's never happened as long as I've been alive. No.
I like to point out, too, that's how I met my wife, though, so it did happen in that
In a
instance.
comic
Yeah,
shop?
but
Nice.
she came on
Whoa,
to you, man. She was
dude.
She
stalking
did come
you.
on to me. She did.
Look at this humble
And I
brag
was-
over here.
And I was stupid and didn't realize
Why are you talking to us? We should be talking to you.
Yeah.
How do you do
We
these
could
things?
use some
happen?
wisdom.
Yeah.
it. It worked well. She was coming in there looking for, it was right around the time Adventure Time started doing comics from Boom, I think. And she was looking for 2 and 3, and we didn't have them, but they were available, so I ordered them. And then it was
Look at the detail.
right?
I mean, nice.
Yeah. Then it was a few weeks.
He knows these things.
Yes.
Yeah. Then it was a few weeks as I started thinking about, like, man, I wish those comics would come in so I could get that girl to come back in here. But I didn't want to be a creep. You know, you don't want to be a creep. So,
But you
no,
were.
Yeah.
I was a
so
little
we put
bit.
a
It's
little
okay.
vial of his blood on the counter.
I was
and
a
he's
little
like,
bit
"Would you
like
this.
But truth be told, what I found out after the fact is she was waiting for that call too. Like she wanted to come in and talk to me.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, it just worked out, and we've been together ever since.
Wow. I am impressed.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think we ended right there.
Teach us.
no, it's
show
over.
us the way.
I don't know how we're going to improve
Thank
on
you
that.
for opening early.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
What inspired you guys to do the shop and stuff like that? Because you had a presence at cons.
Sure. So I was doing like online presence, mostly Funkos and stuff. Handful of graded things. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No one wanted new stuff really online. You know, I'm not selling a $3.99 book on eBay back in the day, but I was doing that. Doing the Toy Man shows and stuff like that around town. Still working my regular 9 to 5 gig. Met John maybe 2 to 3 years into doing that, and that's been what, 5 years now ago or something like that. Through a friend of a friend who, like a buddy that we both individually known for like 20 years, is like, you're like the same kind of dude. Have you guys never hung out together? Sure. Started hanging out.
And now you guys are
did a
hetero
pod-
life
start-
mates.
Started doing a
Right.
podcast for about a year and a half. I mean,
That's kind of how we became friends.
That's exactly
doing the
right.
podcast
Yeah.
was to keep it alive.
I mean, you talk to someone 3 to 4 hours a week, sitting down, you get to know them pretty
You become
quick.
buds
Right,
you know?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I get to hate them pretty quick.
I mean, I'm a pretty hateable guy.
This
It's
guy
okay.
over
Very
here, like,
punchable face.
let me tell you about how I score chicks at my comic store.
Right.
And that'll make you hate them real quick. And then, like I said, we started doing the podcast, started hanging out. He knew I was kind of wanting to go this route, and he's like, I'm going to jump in with you. Is that cool? I'm like, fuck yeah, that's going to make it a
He's
lot
like,
easier.
I've got $2 million.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
so
A whole bunch of cocaine. Let's do this.
That's right. The $2 million bought this 1,000 square foot spot.
It's quite legit.
Manchester, 671 Big Ben.
Yeah.
No, I.
Beautiful plug.
Yeah, it's legit in here though. I mean,
Thank you.
the very first time coming in here when we were prepping for that show, we were talking about comic stores. Yeah, like you guys were one of the coolest stores I was in the whole day.
Oh, appreciate that.
thank you.
Appreciate that. I mean, not too long ago, we were at a Kevin Smith Q&A.
Yeah, we were at the
That's what he does.
Clerks 3.
Oh, nice.
John got up the balls to kind of do a Q. So we threw a Q down,
And did he get you in the A?
and he gave us a grade A.
Big in the A. Not only me, he caught a stray in the A.
biggest A we've ever got, because John threw it out to, like, we got a comic shop. So he was plugging the shop while I was
Fuck
going.
yeah,
I mean,
dude.
great,
Way to go.
great
You gotta
job.
do what you gotta
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And got some advice, and he's like, Kevin Smith, make it your personality, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We love comics, we love Funkos, we love skate decks, we love punk rock, we love red walls. I love red walls. John hates red walls.
That was the one big
That was the
fight
point of
that we
That was the
contention.
had.
compromise.
It was. the
That
red
almost
walls.
broke it. That almost. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
it was about to be like, sorry, man, this whole friendship is down the drain. I'm not painting these fucking walls
now,
red.
don't get me wrong. With nothing on the walls, it is dog dick red in here. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
lot.
No, yeah, no. That
Yeah.
red rocket. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But when you put stuff on the walls, that's where I'm like, it's gonna pop, man.
It's like, I don't know about the red. I don't know about the red. And then I came up the next day and half the walls were already red.
Yep,
It's like, well,
yep. And then
guess we're doing the red.
flash forward to our little, it wasn't our grand opening, but our little friends and family night.
Mm-hmm.
John's mom walks in. I love the red. First thing she said.
That's fantastic.
Broke John.
Mom.
It was like, you're not my real mom.
Right, why you gotta do this to me again? Killing me.
No, I think the red does look good though. I think the black with the red.
That was
looks
my
good.
It's so fucking punk rock.
And
Yeah, yeah.
well, to be totally honest, I am partially colorblind.
I knew you were gonna
so
say
I
that.
can't see shades of shit. So like
Okay.
black
That-
and
that
red
was
just
what- that was
he's
what
like the
earned
walls are all black here
exactly.
to me.
Yeah. It's a big gray, big
It's like
gray
the
room.
only color he can see. So I was like, fine, I'll let
Yeah.
you have this one.
Yeah.
No, it looks good though.
Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It's,
No,
but
it
like I
was-
said, it's us. You know, we got the No Effects posters hanging up, the Newfound Glory stuff hanging up. We always got some music playing and like Simpsons or some 80s movie rocking. We're just doing what we do, what we would do in our basement. I got records playing,
That's
just that
what
kind
it
of thing.
is.
Yeah,
It was make it feel like each of our basements.
Yep.
Sure.
Was
and
kind of
even
Your basements
the
are
goal here.
fucking nice, man.
not anymore. It's all
Yeah,
here.
That's all here. Right.
It's empty now.
My wife was like, "Get this shit out of here, man." I was like, "Fine." But here's the truth: you have to let. I was a high school teacher at the time. I was like, "You have to let me retire, and then use all of my retirement fund a comic book store if you want this out." She's like,
Right.
Fine. I want it out that bad. Okay.
Well, so how have you guys been doing here? Right? Has it been good?
It's been great. Yeah, we've been building a great. We had a little bit of a base going from the cons, but man,
Sure.
I kind of judge it by like pull and holds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
how many subscriptions do we have? And it's beyond where I wanted it to be at this point.
Nice.
Yeah, we're about a year and a half in now. We've paid off a good chunk of debt, which feels great. So around the 2 year mark, which is about a year earlier than we thought, we could really start making a profit. You know what I mean? So
Well, you guys are creative about how you do things too, because you'll do open mic nights and all kinds
huge.
of wild
Yep,
stuff,
yep.
and that's
I think you have to be.
it's so different
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I mean, and I stole a little bit of that from the Meltdown. I'm not going to lie.
Sure, sure.
But it's me at the same time. I love comedy. I wish I always had the balls to do that. I did it once here, which was fun. But when you do it at your own store, it's kind of if you don't
Everybody
laugh.
claps,
If you don't
yeah.
laugh, I'm shutting the shit down.
I'm gonna burn this place
right.
to the ground.
That's right. That's right. But it's been great, man. We've built up a great customer base. We got a lot of guys, coming in every week. I love chatting about this stuff. So just even guys who come in with like one book a week, I could talk to them for a half hour about that one book. I mean, I was pimping out Void Rivals to you, and we had to stop talking about it, or we would have given away the whole book. So we just read the book. Yeah. But we love doing this stuff, man. It's just it's fun. We've all had real jobs that suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was a teacher, high
Yes.
school teacher.
Yeah.
Where at?
McClure North up in Florissant.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there for 8 years.
And then what were you doing?
Mostly telecommunications for like 25 years.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Real jobs are awful.
Working for, this company would buy this company. So you're always like getting bought out by, I ended up working for, Time Warner and what was the one that got bought out? WorldCom, all that kind of stuff back in the day. Don't get me wrong. I made fantastic money, but I hated it. You hated it. You know what I mean?
It's soul-sucking for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. For the first 10 years, working like the cubicle farm. You're just a number, answering the phones, that kind of stuff. And then worked my way up to management, which, let me tell you,
Yeah, what was
cha-ching.
babysitting like there?
Dude, it was my job. I was a customer service manager at Time Warner. So my job was not only to listen to people complain about the crappy service,
But lie that it was going to get better.
lie that it was going to get fixed. But I also had to because I was a manager of 15 people, I had to listen to their phone calls and critique them. So I had to bring them into a little office like this. So let's listen to this phone call together. So we listened to their goddamn phone call for 25 minutes. What do you think you did wrong? Mm-hmm. Really? Is that all you think? Crap
So
like
you
that.
were
It was-
play-by-playing them. It was like NFL X's and
Yes.
O's.
And not only that, but
just
then
auditing the game tape
Like a boss.
every day.
the worst part, even if they were a great employee, they couldn't be because upper management, I was management, not upper management.
Sure.
It's like, well, you can only give out 5% raises this year, so you got to find problems.
Yeah.
It's like once so it's just god awful. I
So
hated
sitting at a
every part
comic
of
book
it.
store
Yeah.
is much
Oh my
cooler
god!
than
Right? Yeah.
Cooler. Holy cow.
Yeah. Today I came in early at 10 o'clock.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And put on RoboCop.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's a cool thing to do in the morning.
100%, man. I mean, it's the best
Sundays
thing ever.
especially
Yep.
are. It's usually how deep can we dive into like 70s and 80s movies,
Yep.
and then realize very quickly we have to turn them off before kids come in because even though it's rated PG,
There's
a
boobs in
lot.
it, yeah.
Right? There's
Violence.
It was like what, we had
brutal.
Airplane on a few weeks ago, and it was just like you forget it's a PG movie. Like the opening
I didn't
sequence,
forget.
just boobs everywhere in the
Yeah.
airport. I was like,
Caddyshack.
damn.
Caddyshack's
Like,
the same way.
all right.
PG movie. Shower scene.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Right.
Howard the Duck was fucking brutal,
They-
man.
Dude,
I mean, yeah. There's
Imagine this: you are a grown-up union carpenter working for the studios, and they're like, "Hey, so we need you to manufacture a super hot duck suit, and it's just gotta have huge boobs."
yes.
And you've got to be able to see, like, imagine a grown-up, like, just molding, like, well, do I put feathers here? Do I do this? Like, that was a real person's
Not
job.
only that, but
Right,
then-
when you think
You
about
know,
how
and
things
coming
were
off
made.
of George Lucas doing Star Wars, you're like, oh, I got signed on the next Lucas film? Like, hell yeah, I'm going to make $1 gajillion. No, you're going to make duck titties, dude.
Yeah.
and you know there was a meeting where he brought in like 4 different ducks,
Oh, yeah.
and like 6
Which
people were
pair of
like,
tits
what-
do you like the
what do
best
we
on
think
this
here?
duck?
"Which duck would you fuck?"
That's
Right.
fantastic.
right.
Duck would you fuck?
Yeah, that's
And
the
it was,
one.
It
That's
was
the one.
enough when it was like in that opening sequence, you see it in the play duck. And then like 8 seconds later, he goes through the wall and she's there in the bathtub.
Yeah, for sure.
What are we doing, man?
I mean, not to mention the scene with the human woman and the little duck.
It's true. yeah.
In their bed, in her bedroom. Yeah, I mean, it's very uncomfortable.
We had a game that we were designing because we do a little bit of board game design, and it was called Richard Pictures. So I mean, you can already see where it was going. And I'm talking to graphic designers, and I'm like, hey man, I don't want you to get super crazy with this, but I need a bunch of dick silhouettes. And and this guy's like, dude.
Business or personal?
I like you, but I'm not fucking doing that ever. So I'm sitting in my living room.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
12:30 at night, and I'm drawing these just beautiful dicks all over the place. And my 13-year-old walks in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm drawing something. It's funny." And he's like, "Dad, this isn't funny."
Calling child services.
What do you
being a
mean?
little
He's
creepy,
13 years
Dad.
old.
Yeah.
Isn't he drawing dicks all over his notebooks?
No, he's way
Or-
more mature than I am.
Oh, I was going to say,
This
I
kid-
I think
this
I
kid's
fucked
like,
up being
"Dad,
13.
everyone was
He's
like
like,
you.
"Dad,
I
did
Right,
you fucking-
exactly.
Did you pay
That's
the
the
electric
reality.
bill today,
That's the
dumbass?"
problem.
And I'm like, "No, man. Why would I do that?"
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so on our register, this is terrible insider. You know, you have to like sometimes just not to sign with your finger
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
get a receipt.
draw
And
dicks.
no one can see what's going on. But when sometimes they leave it blank, it takes everything. I mean, to draw a dick on there.
So-
I'm like,
Yeah.
are they gonna see this? Can I just do?
Yeah.
No, you
extra?
can.
Okay.
You can. One of the
Alright.
things that I had a guy who used to.
He's like, "I print them for him."
Yeah.
Oh no, I had a guy who used to write on his receipt in plain, English, "This is fraud," just to see if anybody was paying attention.
Sure.
Nobody's paying
No,
attention.
one's paying attention.
No one's paying attention to what's
No.
signed on that
That's
little
a
line.
bad deal.
Not at all.
So,
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Bro Dor and I, anytime we would go get lunch together, he's a friend of ours. We would see who could draw the best dick on our receipt.
Yeah.
It was like this total thing that we do. Or you would write shit or fucking like
Sure.
the most beautiful script that you
Yes.
could dream up, but
Yes.
it's serial killer handwriting on those things anyway.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. I
Yeah,
love
nobody cares about
No,
any of
nobody
these
gives a
things.
shit.
We fool ourselves, right? That's what these systems are in place for. We fool ourselves into thinking this actually matters, but it doesn't.
No.
It's like waiting in line at the airport and going through security. We like to pretend that actually matters, but it didn't stop a bunch of people from destroying planes.
It's the
So-
illusion of security
That's
that makes
the
you
illusion.
feel good.
It's the thing that I always think about when people freak out about like privacy with cell phones and X, Y, and Z. I was like, no one gives a shit what I'm doing,
Right.
man. I pity the person who is breaching my privacy.
Yeah, who's
Are you watching me
arrogant
jerk
enough-
off right now?
Yeah, who's arrogant enough to think
Yeah.
that the NSA actually cares about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Me, because every now and then I throw a wink. You know what I mean? I got like Pornhub up or whatever. Boom, you just give it a wink. Just, you never know.
Just to let
Do you,
the-
do you do the money
let the
shots
other
for him?
person.
Yeah.
You're like,
let the other person
here's
on
a
the other
pearl
end know.
necklace,
I know.
America.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like, angle it at myself. But I just,
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
you can happy ending onto your phone, right? Because they need to see the drips.
it's true.
It's weird.
So
It's
you
awkward.
walk in, catch you like that, and you
Hey,
think
can I
you're on
borrow your
Pornhub,
phone?
but really you're on like the reverse camera, so you're just looking at yourself.
Why was that not in Truman Show?
Got to make sure this is a
Oh
good
my
shot.
God.
Yeah.
I think I know why that wasn't in
Yeah, I think we all know. It's in the director's cut, though.
I love
Jim
it.
Carrey
Yeah.
is nothing if not honest.
Yes. Wasn't that Ron Howard?
I think it was Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Can you see Ron
I'd see
Howard
that.
directing that?
Yeah.
All right, Jim, I
Well,
need you to
Jim,
shoot a big rope
yeah.
across me.
I'm gonna need a little more from you.
Yeah. All right. Go. Opie
Need
Taylor.
you to save it up for at least a week.
Tell me you're a dirty boy.
Oh my God! How did we get here? Where are we? What were we
we
talking
can-
about
Things
again?
evolve
circle back.
quickly.
What were we
So-
talking about again?
Is there anything that people should be reading right now? We'll go way the other way now.
You know how we got there?
guys are in the industry.
Fucking Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
Duck
right.
Tales.
Yeah, I think
Duck
Howard
Tales.
the Duck took us all the way
That was
around
like
there.
the R version of Duck Tales.
That was rough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anything reading now? Void
Void
Rivals
Rivals?
is
Yeah,
my
we were
favorite
just
thing
talking
in the
about.
store right now. I'm a huge G.I. Joe guy. It's Robert Kirkman building a G.I. Joe Transformers shared universe. The first issue gives me heavy Enemy Mine vibes, if you know that reference from a 80s Dennis Quaid movie.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not. Anyway, go read that. That's fantastic. What else? Oh, Ultimate Invasion. We talked earlier. Ultimate Invasion was really good. Marvel's new big event.
I just love the idea of evil Reed Richards.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The Maker
absolutely.
is such a fascinating
Yes.
character to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Has
there's
been.
no reason that Reed Richards wouldn't be a supervillain.
Well, yeah, and I
it's
love-
more logical for him to be.
Exactly, and I love how all the other Reeds have to look at him and go, "Yeah, that could have been me."
Yeah,
Sure.
Right? When they're having their conversation in the book, I was just like, "This is brilliant."
Yes.
Like, this is a
Agreed.
brilliant moment between these
Agreed.
two characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still really loving Zdarsky's run on Daredevil. Like, I'm such a Daredevil honk though. Like, I'm a mark for that.
Yeah.
It's
It's almost done though. He's only
know.
going to 14.
I know.
But didn't I hear they're bringing
I'm
back
waiting-
Mark Wade?
I haven't heard that.
I
but
think
I
that's
hope
right.
so.
I
I heard
pretty sure
something
that's
about
right.
that. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was confirmed or not, but
I heard that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked ahead to see who's on those books, but I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I'm excited for Devil's Cut for the new distillery
Sure.
book
Yeah.
that's coming. It's like the new publisher. Like, and if you want to put Scott Snyder and Jock and Mark Bernardin and Becky Cloonan all together, like, I'm
gonna be
interested.
magic.
I am
Yeah.
finding out about that. I think
How are they doing their ordering for that? Are they going through Diamond?
no,
No?
they're going through Lunar.
Lunar.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
everyone's jumping ship from Diamond.
Image
I mean,
is
nobody
about
wants to be at Diamond.
Lunar
No.
in
Yep.
September.
We
I
don't want to
think.
deal with
Yeah.
Diamond.
Nobody
they,
wants
they
to.
do it.
They do you dirty.
They have. They are no friends of the store. We'll just leave it.
Any,
They are
any,
no
any,
friends
any store.
of the
Yeah.
retailer. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're just
Who are supposed to be their partners.
right.
right. I don't.
It's almost as if you wouldn't have a business if you keep putting retailers out of business.
Exactly.
Sure.
But Diamond,
I don't necessarily want to publicly slam them since we are dependent on them for some things. Sure. But they're difficult to deal with. I will leave it there.
Yeah.
They can be difficult to deal with.
Do you guys?
But-
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that distillery. I'm excited to see where they go with that. And then the Night Terrors, DC Night Terrors, is going to be a cool run.
I was looking on Lunar and seeing some. Well, that'll wait for later. Seeing some previews.
Fuck it, Will. Pick that up.
Right.
This isn't your store.
Jeez, I got a mop
man.
after this. My God.
Seeing some previews because they allow you to like look at I'm sure you guys have
Yeah.
looked, the little preview stuff. I don't know if I'm super excited about Night Terrors. I mean, I'm
Really?
excited about Deadman being kind of a central character again because I really like him. But the Batman one that I read, and I think the Black Adam or Shazam one that I read, they just didn't really do it for me. Yeah.
I get that. I'm just like, I think DC is too caught up in its own continuity.
He picked
and
it
there's
up, guys.
Too many
I
weird
did.
multiversal storylines that they keep trying to make canon work out. That's just not fun.
Yeah.
So when I see where they're doing something like Night Terrors that is going to be kind of its own little pocket universe and just be small horror stories with characters I like, I'm immediately interested because it doesn't.
Sure.
It just doesn't come with the baggage. You know, how many Batman titles do you need going?
sure.
There?
I
Like,
mean,
there's like 7 of them, and they're
right.
all running the same continuity. Like, no, man, let me read a one-off story. This will be fun.
Yeah, and I don't mean, and I don't, think that they're all going to be bad. I think I probably got a couple of ones that just didn't really do it for me.
Sure.
But also, it seems an ill-timed thing to me. Not that I'm not excited. It just seems like we've had some really good momentum going with some of the Dawn of DC books, like Superman. I think has been really good recently. Green Lantern, the first couple issues were really good, and I think it's just kind of going to kill that momentum. Titans. I mean, I'm
That's
sure
fair.
you guys have read the first couple issues
Yeah.
of Titans. That was great.
Yeah.
Right? I'm really excited
Agreed,
about
yeah.
that book.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just feels kind of like a weird time.
I can see that.
I
can
agree
see
with that.
for sure.
And it also just seems odd to me that that's not happening in the fall.
Right, so
Like
it
that
seems
feels
it'd
like
be a Halloween
it feels like
themed
it should
event.
launch in October.
Right.
Like, but
Having said that, I've been pleasantly surprised how many people have added those a lot of them to
people
their
are
pull list.
really
Sure.
excited
Yeah.
about
Okay.
that.
Absolutely.
Like, I would
Yep.
say in the year and a half that we've been around, that's
Yeah.
the most excitement I've seen around a DC event.
I mean, having said that, there are 18 titles to choose from, so I can't remember how many exactly, but
I mean, putting all the other books
yeah.
on hold for
Yeah.
these next couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Right. But I think
Yep.
it's only 2 issues per.
Yeah,
It is.
They're,
Yeah.
they're like 18 two-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a 4 or 5 issue series.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
called Night Terrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, that stuff seems interesting. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to disparage it. It's just the first couple that I had looked at. I just,
Sound pretty disparaging.
what I really am excited about is Dead Man.
I just haven't been able to do disparaging in a conversation for a long, long time, so I appreciate that.
No problem. But yeah, I think Dead Man. Some of the things that have been happening recently in DC, where I think they've kind of put the spotlight on some underutilized characters.
Yes.
The Fear State thing, whether you like what they were doing with Detective Comics at that time or not, it was cool to see Scarecrow.
I would
kinda
agree, yeah.
evolve
To
a little
get-
bit,
yeah.
Yeah.
become a little more scary, become
Yeah.
a little more part of the fabric of
Yep.
what Gotham is.
Yep.
So yeah, I hope that this will be Dead Man's moment to shine, and we'll see him kind of go on. From
I'm here for that
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I'm definitely here for that.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any upcoming events or anything that you kind of want to pimp out?
yeah, absolutely.
We don't really officially. We're still working on something
Yeah.
big for the summer.
So we usually like to end the summer with kind of like a big customer appreciation anniversary day, and we've got
we're hoping
a few ideas that we're trying to
yeah,
kick
we're
around.
hoping to kind of make it once again us. So we're looking maybe to put a couple bands outside on the sidewalk, do like a big sidewalk sale, bust out the snow cone and the ice cream trucks and that kind of stuff, and have a bunch of vendors up here and just kind of make a
kind of like a mini festival,
yeah,
mini con.
absolutely.
Is that something that you have to fight the city for?
Not
You're like,
really,
we're putting bands in the street today,
Well,
and
the
you're gonna
thing
like
is,
it.
Like, there's no one on this side of the plaza.
Bring it, pigs.
Right now. Like, the karate studio's not open on the weekends.
Right.
The optometrist isn't open. It's really just the liquor store
and Domino's
on the weekend.
I mean,
on
that's
this
like your
half.
target demographic,
Absolutely,
right?
right. Yeah.
They're gonna be fine.
People are gonna leave here. They're gonna go buy a 12-pack of beer.
Yeah,
and
they're
go
they're,
home.
they're gonna
They're
grab
not
a
because we
fifth.
have our liquor
Yeah, 'cause
license,
we
and
have-
for
so-
events we can
Oh,
sell
well, there you
beer.
go.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They'll be getting their 12 packs here.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They'll be getting their cigarettes at the liquor store.
Right.
Fair enough. Have at it. That's right. Vape it up.
That's fair.
That's right. Vape it up. I sound like a fucking old
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say.
I am an old man.
Do you even
I was
vape,
gonna
bro?
say, I think
Yeah.
we're old men.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's
I think that's just what happened.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so you're,
Despite our best efforts.
Now I'm sad.
Oh.
Don't be
I-
sad.
John-
Cue the sad Hulk music.
Yeah, John will whine about being old, and then I'm like, dude, I got 10 years on you.
Yeah,
Right?
but I'm fatter.
All right. That's not even true either.
Yeah,
My,
that's
Thanks
my,
for
my
trying,
body's
but
got
yeah.
worse
I
mileage.
feel you there, though. That's most of my people. Most of my people are at least 8 to 10 years younger than
Yep.
me.
Yep.
And so yeah,
Yep.
this guy. How old are you again?
33.
Yeah, see, he's
Oh.
8 years younger than me.
Ridiculous.
It's the worst. Yeah.
45-year-old man
I am 40.
working in a What happened to my life?
Right.
Very happier than I've been in a long time.
My
Well,
wife
what
told
happened
me
to your
that-
life is you did it right.
Yeah,
you
it's
won.
true. That's true. Yeah,
won
right.
life.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
You did good.
Yep.
You know, my wife was telling me recently, she's like, on your 40th birthday, you have to have a magician birthday party. And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, a 40-year-old magician. I didn't catch the reference at first, but it's from the show Big Mouth.
Sure. Yeah. That's funny.
And I was like,
funny.
wow. Yeah, I do have to do that.
But man, this is cool. Yeah, thanks for letting us come in and hang out.
Yeah, appreciate you
thanks
guys
for
coming
coming
out.
out.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
Appreciate all the
yeah.
kind words you guys have had
Yeah,
for us.
absolutely.
It's always nice to
We'll have to throw entertain the Geeky
absolutely
skate deck up on the
absolutely.
wall.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
hell
Get the,
Yeah.
If you want to share over your logo,
Yeah, we can
I'll,
definitely
uh,
send it your
we can
way.
definitely
I'll get
do
that
that.
printed
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah,
Try
I
to get
do
one
like
hanging.
what you guys got going on up there.
It's fun. Yeah, like
Yeah,
all
it's
the
really cool.
all the skate decks are friends of ours, local businesses around town, local podcasts around town.
Nice.
Glory Pros, obviously the wrestling spot around town.
Yeah.
But that's just
Yep.
shit
That
we're
was
into, man.
awesome.
Kind of who
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah,
Right.
we just like to do fun shit, and
Hell
it's
yeah.
It's a lot more fun to make things with your friends than it is to not.
Absolutely.
I guess.
Speaking of, we recently have gone full basement mode. We practice our little punk rock band up here on the
I
weekends.
saw that on
now.
Instagram.
Yeah, on
Oh,
Sunday
nice.
nights
We're hoping maybe
jamming
for
up
our
here.
event we might do a little set. No
Yeah.
promises, but
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Exclusively
Well, yeah, I mean,
Roger Miller covers.
that's right.
Are you guys
King of the Road and Oodalali.
Are you just doing covers, or are you doing
We're
original?
covering TV theme songs.
That's so
Yes.
sick.
Yes. Yeah.
in the punk rock
In
style.
a little
Yeah,
little
yeah,
punk
yeah.
rock versions of
Okay.
them. Yes. which is basically just
plug into the boob tube.
pick 3 chords, go real fast, and sing Fraggle Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Love it.
It's fantastic.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it seems like this little brick wall, right? I'm assuming you probably do your open mic
absolutely.
nights in front
Yep.
of.
Absolutely.
You could play in front of this too,
That's
man.
yep. We might Tenacious D it up in here a little bit.
Yeah, hell
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
They've been blowing me away lately, man. They got a new album coming.
They never stop.
I have
They're
loved
super
the
geniuses,
stop.
yeah.
They're the happiest old guys I've ever
Yes.
seen.
Yeah, Jack Black is. I can talk about guys that just are winning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
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 Have you
I've,
watched that Wicked Game video?
I have.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
I mean, they're the happiest old men I've ever
awesome.
seen.
yes.
it's awesome.
I only wish I could be that comfortable with my body.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I love how
Kyle's never had any shame.
right.
No.
Jack Black just embraced being fat because he's gotten progressively bigger.
Yes.
And he's like, no, this is what I need out of
Right,
life. So
right.
he just plumps it up.
Well, his parents were nudists when he was growing up.
No shit.
They were also NASA scientists, but on the weekends were
NASA
nudists.
scientist nudist.
Yes.
That's
gotta
how
be
you
fun
get a
house.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how you make
That's
a Jack
how you
Black.
get that
Yeah,
guy.
you get the
Right.
super
It
eccentric
makes
guy.
perfect sense.
Yep. That one makes total. Yeah, but I loved Mr. Show back in the day, and Tenacious D kind of grew out of that. And I remember I'll put Mr. Show on here for this young kid over here, and he's like, "Oh, is that Jack Black?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's Jack Black singing like Jesus Christ Superstar," something like crazy like that.
Oh,
but
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers
Yep.
Creepers is so great, right?
That's what we watched last
that the
week.
other day. Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers.
I thought you were going to say Jack Black in the Never-Ending Story at first.
Oh.
No.
Jack
You-
Black
you
and the
never
X
watched Mr.
Files.
Show? Did you never watch Mr. Show?
No, I didn't watch Mr. Show.
Mr. Show was
It,
fantastic.
it was a
fuck
little.
with
It
that
was.
show.
It was a little before my time.
You should.
Yeah.
You still should.
No, I will.
still should.
You can.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yes.
It's
Now-
on Max.
It's on
Now
It
I
is.
have
Yeah.
homework. So
Yes.
I
Is the
appreciate it.
Tenacious D show on Max?
Sure.
Yes,
is.
it
That's
is.
a Showtime show.
Nope. It was.
It was
it
on
was-
HBO.
Yeah.
It was produced by Odenkirk.
Odenkirk
wasn't it?
Yeah.
crossed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Absolutely.
It grew right out of Mr. Show. It was
Yeah,
like kind of
for
that same
A
era.
lot of those guys, like Paul F. Tompkins, was on there all the like. He
That's
was
true,
he was
yeah,
the
yeah.
host all the time
Yep.
and stuff like that.
He was
so.
the one introducing them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
told me not to say this, but damn it, I'm gonna say it anyway
Yep.
because it's true.
Yep. Some of the funniest stuff I ever heard in my life was the Mr. Show DVD commentary. Which you don't get anymore because everything goes streaming. You don't get
Right.
the commentary. It was just all those guys sitting around watching their show. I mean, kind of talking about it, but just having a fucking blast. It's just great conversation.
Probably
It's like this,
drinking,
but-
yeah,
smoking
absolutely.
weed.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, just a round
Yep.
table looking at all the
Yeah.
absurdity
Yep.
they made. Like, oh my god, I can't believe we convinced them to give us money for this.
Or talking about the crazy stuff that they didn't even do. It's if you have Mr. Show DVD, watch the commentary. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I got really
If
excited
you
when
have
they
a
tried.
DVD player.
Someone's got Xboxes and PlayStations.
I
Come on,
keep
kids.
building
Yeah, you can still
computers
put
just to
DVDs
add
in those
DVD
things.
drives to them, and they don't come with DVD drives.
They
anymore.
don't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, but you can still put DVDs in your old PlayStation.
Oh, you can do all kinds of things.
I think you might be able to still put a DVD in the new PlayStation.
I bought a new Xbox, and it's you gotta get the bigger one for
Yeah, the one with the
but,
disc
The
with the
obese
disc
one?
drive. But
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
But I feel like you could probably still put a DVD
absolutely,
in those. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
They tried to revive that on Netflix for a second. I was
They
actually
did like
really
a little
excited.
reunion. Yeah.
Yeah, with Bob and David.
Yep. It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It
but
was.
I was hoping they would do some more. But yeah, it was good.
It looks like it never going to happen again.
I think those guys just got Odenkirk's too expensive now to do a sketch comedy show.
Well, that's probably true.
Well, and it's also like if you look at the type of sketch comedy they were doing, you just can't do any of that. You can't do Mr. Show right now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
David Cross did a lot of different races.
It was very much a
That's true.
product of the mid '90s.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
mean,
if you're one of those, if you're those guys, and someone asks you to bring it back, you'd have to be like, I can only bring it back by bringing it back. And I don't think they'll let us do that.
Yeah, I think
Odenkirk's trying to make real money now.
Yeah,
He's
you'd have a
like,
lot of-
I can't throw my career away, man.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of backlash for some of the things
You know,
they did today.
You say
Yeah.
that, but I feel like they might get grandfathered in like a South Park, just because that's what you expect from Mr. Show.
I don't
you
know,
know.
man.
Well, yeah,
South Park can still do
proves
whatever.
It,
Yeah,
yeah,
they do
South
whatever
Park
they want.
proves it
Right.
every week.
Right.
Their
Yeah,
whole
well,
thing has always been throwing the middle finger. out.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think as long as you're equal across the board, have at it.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean,
If you have
long
your
as
butt out,
everyone's
you're
a
shitting on
target.
everyone,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
except straight white males, because I've had it enough. I mean,
Life has been hard.
I've been
Can't you
secluded
just
to this
leave this
comic
straight
shop.
white man alone?
Gosh, middle-aged, 45, straight white male. I mean, I am the face of evil.
Living out his punk rock dream.
It's a hard life.
Living in West County.
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't we had enough?
That's right. That's right.
So, I guess let everybody know where they can find you guys.
Yeah,
Find all
plug
your
it one
stuff.
more time. Yeah.
Plug it away, John.
So, Altered State Comics, we can found online at alteredstatecomics.com or Instagram or Facebook. We are in West County out here in Manchester at 671 Big Bend Road, right at Big Bend in Sulphur Springs, near 141. Yeah, we're usually online saying all of the dumb things that we are going to be doing coming
Yes.
up, like open mic nights or band practice or.
This was awesome. We haven't been a chance to like do a podcast. We did our podcast for like 2 years,
Yeah.
and we haven't done it since the shop
Yeah.
opened, just because we talk all day,
Yeah.
and then you try to do a podcast, and there's nothing to talk about.
Like,
so
we're fucking talked out.
I know, right? Yeah.
Done with
That was,
talking.
for
it
2.5
sounds-
years, it was like Sunday was our time. So
Yeah.
if we would
Yeah.
go see anything throughout the week, like we would go out of our way to not talk.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Sure.
we could have the conversation. But now, like, we talk every day
Yeah.
about our business.
Right.
Absolutely.
And our
Right.
business is the things that
this
we
shit.
talked about
Right.
on the podcast. So
Right.
it's like, we would sit down, well, can we manufacture that conversation we had on the phone?
You can't.
No,
It doesn't sound- it
no,
just sounds
You
this
try
is
to.
silly.
It's disingenuous though.
It
at
is.
that
Yeah,
point,
it
it's
is.
like
Yeah.
we had a lot of fun. We had 100 episodes and a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like, all right, John's going to say it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's the funny part.
I can see you workshop that since
Exactly.
you last tried. Okay,
Exactly.
That's a better delivery.
Oh, he added that to it. Threw off my timing, but he added that nice part to it.
Nice.
Yeah. No, this
Give
was
the
great,
people
man. I
what they
really,
want.
really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You
thank
guys
you.
were so nice at that last podcast, pimping us out.
Yeah, that absolutely
really appreciate it. So.
made our day.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, I hope it surprised you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Not used to
I
hearing
went-
nice
look,
things
look,
about me.
I
Man.
mean-
spent a whole day going
Yeah.
to 6 different comic
Yeah.
shops so we could make that episode.
Yep. Yep. And I
more
mean,
importantly, you were talking about the your high rule D&D game that day.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
was.
start yet?
Yes. We actually have an episode
Oh,
of
yeah.
Entertain
Oh,
the
my God.
Geeky
Oh, nice.
So
where I
good.
talked about it.
Ooh.
I obviously can't go too deep
I'll listen to
into
that
it.
today.
Yeah, because my players might listen, and I don't
sure.
want
Right.
them to know
Sure
it's
enough.
coming.
Sure.
But yeah, it's great, man. It's
Oh,
it's
man.
going good.
awesome.
When you were talking about it, I was so jealous. Like the guys that I play with, none of them are into Zelda. And I was like,
Oh.
Oh, dude.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lost in Tears of the Kingdom. For
I'm gonna send you guys a
still
one shot that
weeks.
we have too.
Oh, please.
We'll send
Okay.
you Merle's Truck Stop in Maine.
Oh,
It's our
Merle's
one-page-
Truck Stop in
role-playing game.
Maine.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we'll send it your way. You can play it with D6s. All
right.
the rules are on the single sheet of paper.
Okay.
But yeah, play it.
Yeah,
For
and you
sure.
Go, you go as hard or as soft as you want. I mean,
blast.
it
All right.
really just fits with whatever you want to use it for.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I know that. I know that playbook.
You guys can go to entertainthegeeky.com to find all of our social media links and all that fun stuff. Do us a favor and subscribe. Visit the guys here at Altered State Comics as soon as you get a chance. And as always, stay geeky.